getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind Your Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind Your Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Welcome back in. Hope everybody had a great Monday here. And before we do start, wishing everybody out there happy Memorial Day, and that those who fought for our freedom and sacrificed everything, that we went out and represented and be able to mourn those who fought and sacrificed for our freedom on this very special day to honor our veterans. If you guys are new in the stream, we got game number 4 coming on tonight here, Eastern Conference Finals, Knicks and Cavs. The Knicks up 3-0 in the series, taking place at Rocket Arena in the Cleveland for this matchup, and the New York Knicks on fire, as they are 11-2 in the playoffs. They've won 10 straight games for New York right now, and they've gone on a 10-game winning streak with a plus 25.2 win margin, the highest 10-game differential ever by a single team in the NBA playoffs. The Knicks have the 5th most playoff victories in a row on their winning streak, behind 15 straight wins, which was by the Golden State Warriors in 2017, 12 straight victories by the San Antonio Spurs, and then 11 wins each by the Lakers in 89 and 2001. The Knicks right now, the 5th longest winning streak ever in a single span of the NBA playoffs, and they're looking to appear in their 9th NBA Finals appearance if they do sweep the Cavs tonight. This 10-game winning streak right now, the 6th best in franchise history as well for the Knicks. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I'm glad to have you guys back on board tonight. Ricardo, welcome in. Ward, Rissa, Bobette, thanks for joining in for the Philippines. Zach, welcome in. Yeah, last game, a tough one for the Cavs, and hopefully able to make this a series tonight, and might be closing out this series tonight if they can't figure it out for Cleveland. Got their work cut out, trailing down to 0-3 in the series. Anthony, welcome in. Michael, thanks for joining in. Jimbo, glad to have you back in on the channel for this one here tonight. The Knicks, they haven't lost a game in over a month. They are red hot, 10 straight wins in a row, and they've only lost 2 games this entire playoffs. Both of those games in the first round were by 1 point each against the Hawks in games 2 and 3. This Knicks team is an absolute machine. They've won 10 out of 11 playoff games by double-digit win margins. That includes 3 straight to go, 3-0 in this series. And the first one looked like it was the best shot for the Knicks for the Cavs to beat the Knicks in. And the Cavs led by 22 with 7:45 left. The Knicks came back, and the Knicks won by 11, 115-104. And the Knicks just an absolute, razor ripping through this playoffs right now for them in the Eastern Conference. Dominated game 2 109-93 and took game 3 121-108. Yup, Cavs need to win this one to save their season tonight. And Cleveland's in danger of having the worst playoff record ever by a team that's advanced to the conference finals since the 7-game series format was introduced in 2003 in the first round for the 7-game series. Right now, the Cavs are 8-9 in the playoffs, won in 7 games each in their first 2 rounds against the Raptors and the Pistons. And the worst playoff record possible, that is 8-10. Right now, Cleveland's 8-9. If they get swept tonight, that will put them as the worst ever possible record for a team that advanced to the conference finals, that's 1-7, 4-3 both times, and then got swept in the conference finals. There's been teams that's been close. Pacers, 2 years ago, they beat the Bucks first round 4-2, and then they beat the Knicks in 7 in the Eastern Conference semis, and then they played the Celtics in the conference finals. That was a close series. The Celtics came back and took game 1. It went into overtime. Jaylen Brown had that insane corner 3 to tie it up, force overtime from 2 years back in the conference finals. That Pacers team got swept, playing every single game competitive against the Celtics. And then the Pistons in 2003 went 8-9 in the playoffs, advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals. They beat the Magic in round 1 and 7. Then beat the Sixers in the second round in 6, and then got swept against the Nets back in 2003. But that's right now Cleveland in danger of having the worst record ever out of a team to go to the conference finals. And reeling right now for the Cavs, trying to get back on the right track. They've lost 2 straight home games in a row. They haven't won at home in 2 weeks. Last home win was against Detroit. That was game 6 against the Pistons, where they won at home 112-103 on May 11th. Yeah, Thunder right now in trouble. Thunder had a rough game offensively, and AJ Mitchell just got ruled out again for tomorrow. And then J Dub, his whole injury status just got changed from, I think it was like a hamstring tightness to hamstring strain right now. Yeah, Golden State won 15 straight, so that's the longest. Knicks inside the top 5 in most playoffs, consecutive wins in a row in the playoffs right now with 10. This Knicks team just an absolute machine, putting up the playoff high in this playoffs. Best points per game per any team at 119. Highest field goal shooting percentage by over 3% to the Thunder, which is number 2. Knicks are 51.7%. They get the top perimeter shooting offense at 39.6%. A plus 18 points per game margin that they're winning by. That is winning everybody in the NBA playoffs. And that's by a landslide. Their margin, holding a plus 22.5 margin in a 10-game winning streak, is the highest ever for a margin of differential in a single 10-game stretch in the NBA playoffs in the history. Just so dominant right now what the Knicks are doing out there. Their perimeter defense ranks at number 1 and limiting opponents to around 31% from 3. They're limiting opponents to only 36 rebounds per game, number 1 in the NBA. Also got the top defense and fewest points allowed. Just, man, everything clicking right now. I know a lot of people talking about the Spurs, Thunder, that series, how that's just letting its course play out. A lot of people think that this is like the JV series compared to like the varsity series with the big boys between the Spurs and Thunder. But the New York Knicks tonight, chance to sweep, close out, and do their job and take care of business. And they're in the waiting basically to June 3rd for the conference or for the NBA finals for them. Just total dominant what they've done so far throughout these playoffs for the Knicks. What's good, Ethan? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, glad to have you back in. It's been a long time. I think around like 6 years or so. Glad to have you back on the stream here, bud. And for Cleveland to have a great game, they're going to have to limit the turnovers. They've had some major miscues with turnovers throughout the entire course of the playoffs for them. Going to have to get a better defense, too. They rank back of the pack in field goal shooting percentage defense, perimeter defense, 11th and 12th in those areas. And got to have a great game from 3, where they've struggled from 3, shot the ball around 29% in the last game. They're only 33% from the perimeter in these playoffs, 11th in the playoffs from 3-point range. So just some of the statistical categories that they're struggling in for the Cavs, but a lot of it starts with ball control. And a lot of it also starts with James Harden, that he's had multiple games in these playoffs with more turnovers than he's had with assists for him. And that includes the last game, 6 turnovers to 5 total assists for James Harden. Big difference maker in the last game was that both teams even each other out with double figures guys, except the bench, which had Landry Shamet popped off for 14 off the bench. He was the X factor. Drilled 4 threes in the last game. Max Strus had double figures off the bench with 13, but he's been back and forth between a starter, and he's starting once again. So Dean Wade got the start. Dean Wade didn't really produce in the last game. Moved back to the bench. Max Strus gets the start tonight in place of Dean Wade. But yeah, ball control been a huge key, shooting efficiency, and second half margin, which the Knicks have owned this Cavs team in second half margin. An 18-0 run game 2, a 44-11 run in game 1. That was part of a 19-1 run to come back from 22 down, take the lead, and win by 11 in OT. And then last game, Knicks outscored the Cavs 61-54. What's good, Ice Ice Baby? Welcome back in. Yep. It all depends on James Harden. Gotta turn back a clock, take control of the basketball, limit the turnovers. Also, Donovan Mitchell needs to go off, which in the home games, he's averaging around like 26 points per game at home. But it really has been a little bit underwhelming for him. Or so. Just hasn't been there with his efficiency either. Yeah, this Cavs team, based on like how many games they've played in the series, it's very difficult to get one against this Knicks squad. This Knicks team's played 4 fewer games than the Cavs. The Cavs are completely worn out. Once again tonight, I expect the Cavs to start off strong, be in this game early on, but the second half, they just keep on falling apart. And James Harden's got shredded defensively by Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson just hunting him down, and there's no answer to stop Jalen Brunson. What's good? Ben on the street, welcome in. Yeah, good question. I think they're gonna keep Atkinson. Um, Atkinson just not a good look with what's going on with his team in the playoffs. But yeah, I think there's a lot of talk out there, and I think it's a real possibility that LeBron's coming to Cleveland for next year. Yeah, no way that James Harden's going to be in Cleveland next season. Yeah, he's basically bouncing like all over the place right now. James Harden's gone to the playoffs every single year that he's been in the league. Like, it might be best for him now to just go to like a non-contending team because, like, who in their right mind, if you're trying to contend for a championship, is going to trade for James Harden based on his playoff track record for him and what just keeps on happening in these playoffs. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Gonna tip off in a couple minutes from now. Dennis Schroeder's out tonight for this game, so late scratch due to an illness. That hurts the depth for the Cavs in this game. Gonna give some more opportunity, though, to guys like Sam Merrill off the bench. Like, he needs to be on fire tonight from three-point range to pick up a win here in this game. Because when Schroeder's been out there, there's been a bunch of bricks that he shot. What's good, Bradley? Welcome back in, bud. Big one for your Cavs tonight. Yeah, Cavs needing this one to save their season. Like, I'm really hoping that we get a great game tonight. Really do hoping, because it's tough when there's a series that ends in the sweep. Luckily, I know that I'm going to have 2 more streams at least coming up this week, if not more, depending on this goes to a game 5. And then if that other series gets past 6 going into a game 7. Rally going for his man Spider Mitchell, going to take over tonight for this one. Yeah, definitely going to need to have a major game. Looking at a 40-piece tonight for Mitchell. Backs against the wall. Jared Allen, he's a guy that's due for a big game. His game 7's boat series, first round, second round monster for him. He needs to have that type of game tonight for him. And Evan Mobley also needs to get going, because I'm not sure if James Harden's going to be able to do much. Going to have to turn back the clock, be classic James Harden, but it's been hunted down a lot by Brunson. Brunson's going to get his points. Probably gonna do some Caitlin Clark WNBA streams after conclusion of this season. Yeah, Struess is starting tonight, so Dean Wade got benched tonight. And Sam Merrill, he's another guy too. I think he's gonna have a bigger opportunity off the bench. Dennis Schroeder's not playing tonight. Yeah, so after the conclusion of the season, hoping to cover some Caitlin Clark WNBA streams throughout the course of the summer. Celtics regular season ball, that stuff starts up in October. All right, this is what we got for the starters tonight. Knicks going with Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, and Karl Anthony Towns. Same starting five as they've had throughout the course of this series. White jerseys tonight, orange numbers, orange letters for the Knicks. And starting five being introduced right now for Cleveland as the whole Rocket Arena goes black as they will introduce their starting five. No Dennis Schroeder tonight, out with the illness. Hey, what's good? Korska, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. And Victor Wembanyama short with a half-court three from yesterday. That one's going off. Yeah, I think it's got like 12K views or so. Went in like the last like 24 hours. Just wild. So many people being able to see that short there. The highlight clips yesterday, just insane. Like, I think like 80% of those clips belong to Wemby with highlight plays. Let them know for the Cavs. They better let them know to save their season tonight. If not, it's going to be in a sweep, and that means no basketball on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Nate, thanks for joining in. Uncle Pizzle, glad to have you back in. Jay Ramirez, glad to have you back in, bud. Wow, Pierre going with Dean Wade the ball out tonight for his prediction. James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, Max Strus is starting in place of Dean Wade. Dean Wade's coming off the bench. Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, the starting five for the Cavs. Humphrey, you're looking for Harden to put on a high note. Yeah, it's usually later in the series, the game 6 and 7s. Those are the ones that's very worrisome for James Harden. James Harden, game 4 career stats. Not terrible, 23 points per game in game 4. Yeah, that's much higher than what he usually has in 6 and 7 for Harden. 7 assists, 6 rebounds. Gonna have to help out Mitchell. Wow, heat wave in London. Stay safe out there for Uncle Pizzle. Knicks come in 2.5-point favorites tonight on the line for this game. They have been a buzzsaw through these playoffs. They haven't lost in over a month. 10 straight victories in a row. The only 2 losses they had were each by a point against the Hawks in the opening rounds. Cleveland tonight trying to save their season. Backs against the wall down to 0-3, needing to respond back with the punches tonight to save the season, save their playoff hopes. No team has ever won a best of 7 series all time. Is 0-163. Just awaiting to get tipped off here in just a moment. Captain Clutch, Jalen Brunson, 30 points coming off the previous game. Trying to secure the deal tonight with a 4-0 sweep over Cleveland. The Cavs' other ideas, game 4 on their home floor. Last time they won at home 2 weeks ago was on a Monday night, May 11th. Big tonight for the Cavs. It's all about fast starts for them. Gonna have to really get out to a fast start and up that lead margin for them because this Knicks team gets significantly better throughout the course of the game. Jalen Brunson plays better each and every single quarter. Usually starts off slow and then gets going in the second. By the time the third quarter comes up, he's rising up, and then the fourth quarter becomes Captain Clutch. Right to left on the floor for the Cavs to go with a throwback. Dark blue jerseys, LeBron era back in the 2000s. White jerseys, orange numbers, orange letters for the Knicks as we are underway. Cavs control the opening tip. First possession of the night as it goes to Cleveland. At the wing, Jared Allen finds Mobley, attacks the paint, skies up and scores. Up and off the window. It's good for 2. Able to capitalize there off the opening possession for Cleveland. First possession of the night here for the Knicks. Josh Hart at the top. Bounce pass to OG. OG outside finds Hart. Slides it off to the wing into the hands to Brunson. Brunson crossover. Takes out Harden. Passes off to Hart. His dish deflected in through traffic. Picked off by Strus with a steal. Max Strus up the court. Flings it off to Mitchell. Elevates for the J. Swoosh. Buries the 3 from downtown. Good start for the Cavs right now in the opening minute of action. Jumper, mid-range, Bridges, no good off the back rim, long rebound secured by Allen. It's a good start there for the Cavs defense. Mikal Bridges has been extremely efficient throughout the course of this series. Lost, though, on the bounce at the baseline, went off of Mobley. And you got to get back and play defense for the Cavs, and they eventually get set. Bridges finds Cat at the top, into the hands to Brunson. First minute plus of action so far tonight. Jalen Brunson working on Mitchell one-on-one at the top of the key. Bounce pass in the middle. Jumper. Turnaround. Bridges rattles into 2. And Knicks right now on the board. Donovan Mitchell. Top of the key. Lob. Allen at the mid-block. Backs his way. Works on Hart and lost it off the spin. On the bounce, though. Touched by Cats. And it will stay Cavs ball. Just getting started tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit us up in the chat. Who you guys like to win here tonight? Cavs or Knicks? Harden, baseline, inbound passer. Sends it on top into the hands to Mitchell. 10 in the timer for Donovan Mitchell. Working on Josh Hart off the crossover. Takes the jumper. Donovan Mitchell, laser beam, knocks one down for the perimeter. Great start by Spider Mitchell. Back-to-back made 3s. He is a perfect 2 for 2 from 3 with 6 points. Brunson, as they move it back outside to the wing. Bridges finds Brunson in the corner. Brunson takes on Harden one-on-one. Brunson drives, skip pass, left wing, 3 in the air. Josh Hart nails it. That's a major shot there by Josh Hart. Few minutes plus of action. Mitchell again fires. Mitchell, and this time skipped around the rim and out. Rebound goes to Cat. Brunson at the top. Bounce pass into the hands to OG. Anunoby working on Max Strus. Fires the 3 for the tie. No good off the mark. A rebound ripped away by Mitchell. Good start from the perimeter because of Donovan Mitchell. 2 for 3 from the outside. Mitchell at the top off the double. Kick out corner. Max Strus open 3. No good. Had a great look. Couldn't send it down. And the rebound went back to New York. Lob. Bridges tips it in right beyond the defense. Man, beautiful pass right there off the lob over the top. Finding Bridges for 2. Mitchell gliding up to the baseline. Driving inside the key. Attacking with the right hand. Over OG. Scores the bucket. Spider Mitchell determined tonight to make this into a Game 5 at least in the series. Brunson at the top. Switch guarded by Mobley. 10 in the shot clock. Jalen Brunson. Hard screen set. Switching guarding is Harden. Gets past Harden off the dribble. Brunson right to the rim. Scores the layup. Man, James Harden looking like a traffic cone in that possession as Jalen Brunson completely blew right past him. Harden, step back 3, well short. Cannot let that man shoot the basketball. Outlet pass ahead of the pack. Josh Hart found Bridges, who drew the shooting foul. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by the Knicks. 2 poor possessions by Cleveland. All thanks to James Harden. A step back 3 that he bricked off rim short, and then couldn't get back to play transition defense as Josh Hart flung a baseball outlet pass all the way down the floor, connected with Bridges, and Bridges was followed by Mitchell. I mean, you got to compete on both sides of the floor. If you missed the shot, followed up with by getting back in transition. And James Harden just standing there. Gets beat by Brunson on the previous possession before as Brunson scored a 2. And James Harden right now costing his team the game. Free throws go down 11-10 as Bridges takes the lead for the Knicks. 6 points starting off tonight for Mikal Bridges. James Harden. Defended by Brunson at the top of the key. Harden off the crossover. Drives on Brunson. Harden forced towards his left. Hand off Mobley. Turns the corner. Dish underneath Allen. Huge rejection at the rim by Cat. Goes right back over to the Knicks. Firing the jumper straight away. Bridges bounced off the rim. A rebound. Halted by Mobley. We're down to 8 minutes left to go in the first. Mobley connects with Mitchell. Mitchell drives past Brunson outside. Mobley wide open 3. Tees it up and drills it. Excellent ball movement. Inside, outside. Mitchell with an assist. Connecting with Mobley with a triple. 3 for 6 from 3-point range. That's a key for Cleveland. Came into this game shooting around 31% from 3, ranking 11 on the 16 teams in the playoffs. Bridges. Into the hands to Brunson. Brunson defended by Harden. Step back 3 in the air. Brunson left short. Offensive rebound recorded by Hart. Outside, Cap pops up with a 3. Sizzles the triple. Second made 3 of the night going to the Knicks. 7:20 left to go in the first. Pass midcourt with Mitchell. Mitchell working on Hart. Gets past him off the screen set by Strus. Mitchell attacks. Mitchell runner. Mitchell fouled. That's before the shot. Clock will stop. 7:09 in the first. And Donovan Mitchell right now, he is doing everything possible to keep his team in the game. They're actually going to roll it on the shot. So this is going to be 2 free throws coming up by Mitchell. So beg my pardon there. 2 free throws. Josh Hart, guilty party, picks up the shooting foul. First free throw is good by Mitchell. Otamura, welcome back in. Looking for the Knicks to explode tonight. Hockey, thanks for joining back in. Hit us up in the chat. Who you guys like to win here tonight? Knicks or Cavs? Type it in. Blood, sweat, and tears. Donovan Mitchell trying to lay it all on the line tonight in this game. Second free throw is good. Cavs take the lead. Out of the 15 total points, Mitchell tonight is responsible for 10. Spider-Man showing up tonight. Knicks with possession. Brunson on top. Into the hands to Cat. Handoff Brunson at the wing. Brunson at the top. Found an opening. Jumper no good. Around the rim and out. Rebound goes to Harden. Cavs by 1 with possession. Strus up the floor. Strus lucky to still maintain possession. Mitchell pull-up jumper from deep. No good. Offensive rebound. Put back. Gets shoved in with authority by Evan Mobley. Big time jam there by Mobley off the putback to clean it up. Joski, welcome in, taking the Knicks. Ronaldo, welcome back in, going for the Knicks. Nate taking the Cavs tonight. 3-point game. Knicks with possession. Brunson slides it off to Mikal Bridges. Cross-court Hart. Back on top. Brunson. 10 in the timer. Into the hands to a corner 3. Skidded off the rim short by OG. Offensive rebound. Cat no good over the cylinder. And the long basketball control by Mitchell. Mitchell out of the pack. Attacks the rim. A kick out corner. Strus extra pass. Harden on the 3. Bricked off the back rim. Rebound back to New York with OG. James Harden not showing up so far into the midway portion of the opening quarter. Cat right to the rack, soars up and ducks it down with a 2-hand finish. It's a 1-point game. A timeout on the floor taken by Kenny Atkinson. 6 minutes even left to go in the first quarter. OG Anunoby finding Cat right past the defense, able to throw it down with a 2-hand flush. And right now a 1-point game, a 17-16 heading over to the first timeout of the night. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Blood, sweat, and tears tonight with Donovan Mitchell laying it on the line in this game. Right now, Mitchell with 10 points out of the 17 to begin tonight. Mobley showed up as well with 7, but James Harden, 2 bricks. Got cooked on Brunson on Brunson's made layup. Not a good start right now for James Harden in this game. Max Strus yet to score. Missed a wide open 3 from the corner. Knicks putting 4 guys double figures. Bridges with 6. Leading the way. He's been a super efficient whole series. Cat with 5, just scored a dunk, plus 4 rebounds. Solid start tonight for Cat in this game. Hart with 3, Brunson with 2. Yeah, big difference maker off the bench in this series is when number 44 has checked in for New York. Landry Shamet went off for 14 points, 4 made threes the last game. Cavs are going to have to execute really well tonight off the bench. Going to need a big impact from their bench guys once they check in. Guys like Sam Merrill, Jalen Tyson tonight. Dean Wade's playing off the bench. Needs to step on up. Dennis Schroeder's out due to an illness, so they're kind of thin off the bench. Schroeder not playing tonight, so I expect a lot more Merrill, Tyson, Dean Wade coming off the bench. Larry Nance Jr. available tonight for this game. Keon Ellis, he got some minutes. I think it was in the previous series against Detroit that he got some minutes. Steven, welcome in, liking the Knicks in this game. Michael taking the Knicks as well. Yeah, Lakers in deep trouble. If they lose LeBron, yeah, I've been hearing a lot of rumors too that LeBron could sign and take a pay cut, go to Cleveland in free agency in the offseason. And then Austin Reeves, major question mark as well, if he's going to re-sign with the Lakers or not, or what happens with Austin Reeves. So some major question marks going into the roster for next year for the Lakers. Yeah, what a start tonight. Man, Donovan Mitchell just on point tonight, knowing that he needs to do everything possible to give his team a shot tonight to win this game, and he's doing it right now. We get back to action. D Wade, the first time on the floor. Cavs going right to left on the court alongside Harden. Sam Merrill, first time in the court. Jarrett Allen and Max Strus. Now watch out for this grouping of players because Mitchell's not on the floor. Neither is Mobley, responsible for all 17 in this game. Missed 3 from the corner by Strus. Rebound goes to the Knicks. Brunson races up the floor. Jalen Brunson on the court alongside Cat, Hart, Bridges, and OG. The same starting 5 still on the floor. Brunson backs his way, works on Wade. Brunson blocked out of bounds by Dean Wade. Great defense there by the Cavs with Wade. Yeah, Jalen Brunson off the pivot, tried to go in for a layup off a step through, right pass through Dean Wade, and he read it well. Played him step for step. Brunson inbound finds OG. Outside into the hands of the Cat, pulls up from deep, a splash! Cat buries the triple. Man, his release is so quick. For a 6'11 big man, Cat's looking solid tonight. 2 for 2 from 3, 8 points for Cat. Step back 3, Harden straight away. Another brick, he's 0 for 3. To start off tonight, outlet pass behind the defense. It's too easy. Jalen Brunson scores the open 2. Again, where is the defense getting back in transition? The last game was 17-4 fast break points for the Knicks. James Harden not even getting back to play transition defense as they're just backpedaling. And no transition defense again. OG Anunoby turns it through and ducks it home with a two-hand finish. Where is the defense by the Cleveland Cavaliers? 9-zip run with the Knicks. Holy smokes. Things getting chippy right now in midcourt. Max Strus went down right at the midcourt logo. Knicks just picked up a personal foul. Man, my neighbor's golden retriever dog could play much better defense sitting on the couch and then getting up for a full sprint than what James Harden is doing right now. Like, once a shot gets missed, nobody is sprinting back defensively. And a lot of that has to do with James Harden because he's the closest player around the perimeter to where the shot was missed, which was a bricked three by him at the top of the key, leading to a fast break transition behind the defense with Harden. Everybody has to sprint back, but Harden is the furthest player away from the hoop. I mean, that's on him at first to get back. And then the other guys, Allen and Mobley, those guys are the closest to the basket. They're going to take a little bit more time. But since he's that far away, 30 feet from the hoop, breaking a step back contested three, you got to get back in transition defense first and force the Knicks to kick it out instead of just going right to the rim, past the D. Going to have two shots here coming up at the line by Harden. Clock stopped with 4:13. Ronald, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. James Harden got nothing so far tonight. 7 points, a -6 on the floor. He has 2 free throws. First shot's good. So finally on the board. Yeah, terrible for Cleveland. Like, it's simple mistakes, like transition defense, playing with effort, like knowing that after you miss the shot, you got to get back and defend at a high level. Second free throw is good. Like, the Knicks have been doing this to the Cavs all throughout the series. It's just fast-paced tempo down the floor. That's exactly what the Pacers did last year throughout the playoffs. They had the fastest-paced offense in the entire league, whipping it right down the floor in fast time. The Knicks pushing the tempo. Bridges working on Harden, top of the key. Bridges drives into Harden, lob right to the rim. Robinson dunks it down with a two-hand finish. Again, the defense getting cut up. No backside help at the rim there for the Cavs D. 14-6 points in the paint for the Knicks, away from the ball. Knicks pick up the personal. It's on Bridges. And that's just a major mismatch. Or no, actually Merrill brought the double. Yeah, Sam Merrill brought the double, and why was Jalen Tyson, the last guy there, matched up to Mitchell Robinson off the roller at the rim? That cannot happen. No, they're going way too small. This is a terrible rotation for Kenny Atkinson. What the hell is this rotation on the floor here? James Harden, Sam Merrill, Donovan Mitchell, Dean Wade, Jalen Tyson. That is the 5 of the floor right now. Contested three, leading to a splash. It's buried by James Harden. Finally, he gets something to drop. 3-point game, Knicks with possession. Both Allen and Mobley on the bench together. That cannot happen. They lack size currently. Jumper, Bridges in and out from the corner, tipped around, and a long rebound control by Tyson. Tyson up the floor, attacks the paint, bulldozes over one defender, and it is called. I think it's on Brunson here, defensive. No, that's going to be on Jalen Tyson, beg my pardon. Yep, Jalen Tyson, offensive foul. Yeah, I got the elbow to the chin of Jalen Brunson. That's offensive. Offensive foul on Jalen Tyson. Yep, turned over by the Cavs. 3 minutes left to go in the first. Miles McBride with possession. Yeah, Cavs so exhausted. At the corner, Josh Hart. Handoff. McBride launches the three. Got it down for the perimeter. 28-22. Oh, Knicks here by 6. Knicks start to heat up from 3. 4 for 10 from the outside. Merrill up fake. Side step to his left. Knocks down the jumper. It is good from the outside by Sam Merrill. That's a big shot. First made 3 tonight by Sam Merrill. Jalen Brunson lobs it again right to the rim. It's too easy. Another alley-oop slam thrown down by Mitchell Robinson. Man, this game is just out of control with buckets. Spider, windmill, rudder off the teardrop, gutted to go. Everybody's scoring right now. 57 combined points in the opening quarter. Donovan Mitchell with 12. Brunson inside the key, attacks the paint. Kick out, quarter 3. Landry Shamet buries the triple. Number 1 in three-point shooting percentage as a team in the playoffs. The Knicks start to heat up right now. Sub 40%. 6-point lead for New York. Mitchell at the outside. Pocket pass rolling down. Finds Mobley. Mobley attacks the rim. Mobley missed the layup off the back rim. A rebound goes to Robinson. Knicks with possession. So we're down to 1:40 left to go in the first. Brunson tees up the 3 from deep, and he buries it from the perimeter. Everything going on right now for New York. Largest lead of the game, up by 9. Mitchell slides it off to Tyson. Takes the jumper. Bricked off the back rim. Cavs start to panic. Broken up out of bounds off Robinson. It's going to stay Cavs ball. 1:18 left to go in the first. New York Knicks on fire. Jalen Brunson. Couple alley-oop lobs finding Mitchell Robinson. This Knicks team, red hot. 8 different players have played tonight. 8 different players have scored for New York. As they lead by 9, largest lead of the game, we're going to go into a timeout on the floor. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Yeah, the Cavs got to start to play defense because it looks like there's a clean sweep incoming tonight. 61% as a team for the New York Knicks. 14 for 23 shooting, 50% from 3 on 6 for 12 from the outside. 12 assists on 14 made field goals right now for New York. And the Cavs starting to panic, starting to struggle, starting to brick their shots. 4 assists on 9 made field goals. Their shooting percentage dipping down to 43%. 5 for 14 from 3 at 36%. That's going to be tough if they can't play defense. Too many easy buckets, too many easy alley-oop opportunities, allowing the Knicks to score. And Mitchell Robinson, a couple of rim rackers down low with alley-oop slams. Jalen Brunson just buried a step-back 3. Brunson getting out to a fast start. That should be worrisome for Cleveland. Jalen Brunson usually starts off slow, and then in the second half he goes off for 20+. Right now he is 7+ at the 7 points at the moment for Jalen Brunson with 4 assists, a +10 on the floor. 8 by Cat, drilling 2 threes plus 6 rebounds. 6 by Bridges. 4 off the bench with 2 alley-oop dunks by Robinson. 3 each by Shamet, McBride. Josh Hart buried a 3. And Anunoby with 2. 8 different players have scored for New York. And for Cleveland, only 4 players have scored. Half what the Knicks have. And it's basically been a one-man show with Donovan Mitchell. 12 points tonight in 9 minutes by Mitchell. Mitchell needs a bunch more help. James Harden ain't the answer. 4 points on 1 for 4 shooting. 0 for 3 from 3 by Harden. Evan Mobley's got 7. And then off the bench, Sam Merrill able to bury a 3. Resty, welcome in. Nathan, thanks for joining in. Looking for the Knicks to close it out. So is Kara, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yep, Knicks are determined to get this series done, and then they could sit back, relax, and grab the popcorn for OKC San Antonio Game 5, OKC San Antonio Game 6, and who knows, based on how that series is going, looks like potentially a 7-game series. And Knicks going to be well rested for the start of the finals, which is on June 3rd. NBA Finals is still 9 days away from today. Last time the Knicks had a 9-day rest period, they swept Philadelphia coming off that 4-game sweep. Missed layup by Evan Mobley from point blank range. That's a gigantic killer for 2 points, getting wiped away off the map for Cleveland. 10-point lead, largest one of the game for the Knicks. Josh Hart at the low block. Step back jumper over Mitchell. No good off the mark. Tip in is there by Robinson. Mitchell Robinson with 6 points in the first quarter. Yeah, that's an issue if you're Cleveland. Evan Mobley, top of the key, bounce past Mitchell, driving attacks on Robinson, rejected by the bottom part of the rim as he missed the layup. Got denied by the bottom part of the orange rim. Jalen Brunson slows it down. 30 seconds left to go. Brunson at the wing, drives on Mitchell, runner, Brunson off the glass too strong, tipped around, and the rebound goes over to the Cavs. Mitchell with the final possession. Closing out going into halftime. Mitchell spin cycle past midcourt. Needing something to close out the first quarter. Step back three at the end of Q1. Mitchell no good off the back rim. And that's how we close out the end of the first quarter. 38-26 Knicks. Cleveland stone cold in the final couple minutes. In the first quarter, the New York Knicks are red hot throughout the entire playoffs. First round and closeout game, 69% in the 40-point first quarter against Atlanta that they led by 51 at one point in that game. Closeout games, they have dominated their opponents. And right now, the New York Knicks are out for blood in this bracket this year, and they are just full-out domination in the closeout game at the end of the series. 140-89 win against Atlanta in Game 6. 144-114. They drilled 9 straight threes to begin against Philly in the Game 4 closeout game. They had 9 full days of rest for this series, whereas Cleveland had just 1 day of rest in between, coming off the Game 7 against Detroit. And right now, the New York Knicks will not let their foot off the gas pedal. 15 for 27 from the floor in the first quarter. 56% shooting. They're 6 for 12 from 3 at 50%. They have 12 assists on 15 made field goals as we close out the end of the first. Man, this Knicks team is just an absolute force. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Oh, wow, it's impressive. And a lot of people over on the stream that comes on board for OKC San Antonio, even though the Western Conference regular season record has been superior, I mean, you got to check out the New York Knicks. Don't think that this is the NBA Finals with all the people over on the OKC San Antonio stream saying that, yeah, this is the final series right here in the Western Conference, that whoever wins the series is going to blow out the Knicks, that this series between the Knicks and the Cavs is a JV series, and the varsity series is San Antonio OKC. This OKC team, or this New York Knicks team is just, man, red hot right now. Collective together as a unit at the right time. Everything clicked. Like, ever since Game 4 against the Hawks, everything has clicked together for New York. Sharon, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Kristen, welcome in. Having hope for his Cavs tonight. Yeah, I wish, man, that this could be like a good series, but looking like where it's trending, it's looking like Knicks are just so strong. I'll be back live tomorrow night covering Spurs against Thunder, Game 5. Yeah, Harden's now 36, so it's well past his prime. I think now, like, everybody's gonna be turned off on James Harden with his recent playoff chokes that he's probably gonna go to a team that's just so irrelevant next season. Like, I don't think any sort of contender team in their right mind is gonna pick up James Harden next year. Like, he's a guy that might go back to the Brooklyn Nets next year for him, or a guy that might honestly land in, yeah, probably the Brooklyn Nets or something. Honestly, for him next year, like a non-contending team, Sacramento, like a team that's not even close to making the playoffs based on the rates. Bucket is good by New York as they add to it. 20-6 points in the paint right now. Kick out corner. Mobley jacks up the three, missed off the back rim. The wheels have fallen off for Cleveland. 14-point advantage. The Knicks hungry for more. Miles McBride race up the floor. Finds Cat on top to Alvarado. Jose Alvarado defended by Mobley at the top of the key. Horses left off the dribble, 8 on the timer. Defended by Mitchell. Bounce pass off the Cat. Cat backs his way on Tyson mid-block. Cat fires a bullet. Right corner, 3 on its way. Hart skidded off the rim. Offensive rebound. Cat held up and fouled by Tyson. Ron, welcome back in. Yeah, I hope so that Cleveland can make this a series. Backs against the wall. It's just, man, they look gassed right now for them. Like, this Knicks team has been an absolute machine. New York with possession. Alvarado outside off to McBride. McBride, a step back three, buries it. 43-26. They've got guys that are playing fresh, red hot, in a rhythm, in a groove. The Cavs are now panicking. Cleveland, which is shot around 31% from three, starting to panic. James Harden walking it up the floor. Pass midcourt for Harden. Harden into the hands to Mobley. Mitchell knocked down. The foul on Shamitz. Hey, what's good, Adele? Welcome back in. Yep, Knicks on fire. Marie, thanks for joining in. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Mitchell to inbound passer. He finds Harden near side corner. James Harden defended by Miles McBride. Towards it right off the dribble. Had the ball poked loose. Got it back. Harden backs his way inside the key. Stripped. Went off the backboard. It's a James Harden big ew turnover. Here goes the Knicks with numbers. Shamitz takes the jumper. Buries it from the outside. It's a 20-point lead for New York. 46-26. Looking like you can stick the fork in the Cavs. This New York Knicks team is a sizzling hot New York-style pizza coming right out of the oven. 20-point lead for the Knicks with 10:27 left to go before halftime. This second quarter is all New York. Man, just an absolute clinic right now. 8-zip run by the Knicks. Outgating Cleveland's by 20 in this game. Josh Hart is a plus 22 on the floor tonight. Just devastating that Cleveland's going out like this. Man, just absolutely devastating. Like, it's all out panic mode, and there's no defense at all being displayed. The Knicks are just on another level. 58% from the floor. 8 for 15, 53% from three. Like, I don't even know where you pick it up from here for Cleveland. Because there's been some discussion about, like, whether they should blow it up or not. Because first things first, James Harden's playing elsewhere next year. And he should be playing for a non-contender for him. Because nobody's going to want him after all these playoff chokes. And there's barely any room for, like, any teams to, like, because there's so many teams that's contending that barely any is gonna pick Harden at age 36 going into next year. Like, Sacramento, Brooklyn, Pelicans, like, very few teams out there are gonna pick this guy. Yeah, Washington Wizards right now have Trae Young, so I don't even think that they're gonna even consider that since their position's filled. Like, the market is very limited. Like, basically a bench guy at best. Like, maybe like a middle of the pack team or so that has a solid point guard that he comes off the bench. Just brutal for the Cavs tonight. And this is a home game for them. Like, this is what their fans paid for. Game 4, playoff game, and they're going to knock down like this. This is terrible for those fans. Yep. Absolute damn. Spike Lee in attendance, Tracy Morgan in attendance, Fat Joe in attendance. They got the Knicks fans packing in to Rocket Arena in Cleveland tonight for this game. We get back to action. Mobley lobs it off to Harden. 16-0 run in a 4-minute span for the Knicks. Bounce pass behind the back. Harden found Mobley. Mobley attacks. Mobley off the glass. No good. Rebound halted by Cat. Up the floor off to Hart. Hart pushing tempo. Kick out 3. McBride is skipped out. And the rebound controlled by Mitchell. Keon Ellis, number 14 on the floor alongside Harden, Mobley, Mitchell, and Allen. James Harden. Bounce pass off to Allen. Mobley to the corner, Ellis outside Mobley. Mobley defended by McBride, and Mobley had the ball poke loose, intercepted up the floor. Here goes Jose Alvarado, Grand Theft Auto, right to the rim, and scores the layup. 22-point lead for New York. And Donovan Mitchell coughs it up. There he goes again. Grand Theft Alvarado fires the 3 off the mark. No good. Follow through. Shoved in with a putback by Cat. 50-26. Jared Allen at the elbow. Cross court connects with Harden. Harden jacks up a 3 over McBride. A brick. And McBride, the guilty party, picks up the personal. Gonna roll the shooting fall. This is gonna be 3 shots here at the line for James Harden. First one's good. Yeah, I saw that yesterday. Colorado lost yesterday against Vegas. Just such a terrible game for Cleveland. Third free throw, all of them go down by Harden, cuts the deficit down to 21. Alvarado on the floor alongside Bridges, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Cat. Alvarado with possession. 9 minutes left to go before halftime. Alvarado, dish out, corner, up fake, Cat, baseline dribble, lob, and off the fingertips of Robinson, it's a turnover. It's only the second turnover tonight. Alvarado, though, with a steal. Circling around, tiptoe the baseline, outside to Cat. Up fake, fires a bullet down low. OG blocked from behind and unlodged by Keon Ellis with possession. Up the floor finds Mitchell. Mitchell slows down tempo. Mitchell fires it off inside, dish out corner, 3, Ellis. Skipped out to rebound, goes the Cats. Pulling up from deep, OG Anunoby rattles in a major 3 from deep range. Wow, they are lights out, 57% from 3, and Mitchell buries down the triple. Yeah, good question. I don't think that's going to happen where the Celtics sign Jared Allen. That's the kind of need that they need to get, though, for them. I like to see Rob Williams back for Boston. That's a guy who plays with a ton of hustle, ton of physicality. Missed runner left short by Mitchell as it goes right back over to the Knicks. Yeah, a lot of Bridges baseline dribble. Bridges outside into the hands to OG. Anunoby pull-up jumper, 15-footer straight away, buries it. That goes down 55-32. Yeah, I think Marcus Smart definitely misses the Celtics. I think they're going to get at least one former Celtic back in the team for next year. Been a whole bunch of chatter, whether it's Marcus Smart, whether it's Rob Williams, somebody's coming back for next year, most likely. Bridges, due to shooting fall in transition, 2 shots coming up at the free throw line. Yeah, I can't show the game due to copyrights, play-by-play only. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, poor Cleveland. I don't even know where to go from here in the offseason for them. They were the number 1 team regular season last year, fell to the number 4 seed this year. I think that Kenny Atkinson probably going to remain as head coach, even though a lot of it is very it's been a terrible series and things have not looked good on his end with his responses in the post-game press conference, but I don't think they're going to fire him this early, year 2, with a franchise. Because it seemed like it was just yesterday that they fired J.B. Bickerstaff as head coach. That was 2 years ago. 25-3 fast break points tonight for the Knicks. Just no effort getting back defensively for the Cavs all night long. Mitchell, defended by Sham at top of the key. 6 in the timer. Drives inside Mitchell, and his pass broken up, picked off. Robinson with a steal. Up the floor, Bridges. Outside OG. OG attacks the paint. Kick out corner. Broken up on the bounce off Allen. Yeah, there's been a lot of rumors about that LeBron could come back and sign with Cleveland in the offseason. Inbound goes to Robinson. Hand off to Brunson. Brunson at the wing off to Mikal Bridges. Bridges outside. Brunson up fake. Drives, gets past Strus inside the key. Runner left short, drew the foul. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line. Yeah, just no answers, especially the wing position for the Cavs is very weak. Yeah, possibly Tobias Harris. Possibly could. Because Donovan Mitchell needs a ton of help. Yeah, there's not really much in the free agent market for like point guards. Bunch of wing guys in the free agent market. I think this team needs like a toughness out of them. KCP is a free agent in the offseason. They need like a physical edge, a tough guy to come off the bench. Landry Shamet sticks down to Jay. 9 points in 7 minutes, perfect. 3 for 3 from the perimeter by Shamet. We are midway into the second quarter. Yeah, like a Marcus Smart, KCP type of player that would work for Cleveland to get their defense much better. Wide open jumper by Strus straight away, knocks down the triple. Wide open in the corner. OG attacks baseline into the hands to Bridges. Elevates for the J. Off the back rim, no good. Battle for the rebound. Robinson rips it away from Jared Allen and maintains the offensive board. Robinson hits the deck off the loose ball as he stumbled, went down hard. No call with the referees. Brunson couldn't believe it. Pleaded his case right there to the official about it. Mitchell Robinson is hurt. He's got a stinger right now with his left hand trying to shake out. And the Cavs just scored down low. Good execution right off the inbound there for Max Strus. Far side corner, personal foul charge to Cleveland up the courts. Yeah, still with a stinger in his hand right now for Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, this is a sad way that they're going out tonight. Mitchell Robinson just got hacked. Wow, lowest free throw shooting percentage in NBA history in a single series. He is shooting 2 for 12 this series. A minimum of 10 attempts. First free throw by Robinson is off the mark. So the Knicks are in a bonus. Robinson in the game just got hacked. Yeah, at the end of this game, Knicks are putting in multiple guys in double figures. 10 by Cat, 8 by Brunson, 8 by Bridges, 7 by OG. Off the bench, Shamet with 9, 6 by McBride, 6 by Robinson. Yeah, I remember when I covered, I think it was like 4 years ago, the Mavs when they destroyed the Suns, second round Western Conference semis. Yeah, that was not even close. That was the year after the Suns won the championship. Yeah, 2022. Suns got throttled in that series. Harden, kick out, corner, three, Strus, no good off the back rim, a rebound controlled by Hart. Under 5 minutes left to go before halftime. This game is not even close. Knicks are leading 23-11 in the second quarter box score. Yeah, if this doesn't get closer by halftime, I'm just gonna take out this poll at halftime. I think I've only done that a couple of times before, that I've taken out the poll at halftime. A couple of them have been for college games, like tournament games, like Duke against Oral Roberts a couple of years ago, Gonzaga, McNeese State. I think yeah, the one that I just talked about a moment ago was 4 years ago in the Mavs Game 7 over Phoenix. Yeah, very rare to be covering games like these that it's just lopsided where one team doesn't show up, but right now this is what we got here tonight. 61-37, Knicks so hungry, and Cavs on the brink of elimination. Yeah, Cavs just they gotta get just much more physical for them. Like they could there's the opportunity. They could have LeBron sign in the offseason and close out his career with Cleveland. There's a possibility that he does take a salary cut for reduction and signs with Cleveland to close out his career. But yeah, other guys in the market, not really much out there for point guards. Gonna have to move on from James Harden. That's a must in the offseason. Yeah, really not much out there in the market. Uh, uh, like a like a tough dude that could be like some sort of like enforcer type of player, like a Marcus Smart, Kentavious Caldwell Pope, like those types of guys. Norman Powell, he's a good scoring option off the bench for him. That's a guy who could come in, be really efficient, splash down threes. Tobias Harris is a key player who could come in, certainly help out the Cavs. They really don't have much for like a wing or so for them with the two front court guys. Not really much wing help for them. Oh wow, there really isn't that much in terms of guys that's like enforcers, like tough physical players that's out in the market. Yeah, Detroit has the defense for them. I'm not sure if they can keep up offensively with the Knicks. That's the only thing, but the physicality, Detroit would be able to make things much more difficult. Missed three, got tipped out of bounds off the Knicks. 61-37 Cavs with possession. Mobley inside the paint, turnaround, hook shot, cut to the drop for two over Cats. Yeah, day went pretty well. Nisha player. Kind of a rainy weekend. It was good that the sun came back out late day today, so that was good. Brunson down the middle off the Cat, outside, gives it off to Brunson. Brunson 8 on the timer, slides it on top. Cat dribbles up. Cat Rudder off the back room, no good. Battle for the rebound, tipped up to Mitchell for the defensive board. Under 4 minutes left to go before halftime. Donovan Mitchell at the wing. Jumper, 18-footer straight away, left short. Rebound goes to Cats. Knicks up the floor. Josh Hart attack, straight line dribble drive, and drew the foul. 2 shots coming up at the line for Josh Hart. Yeah, he's 36 years old now for James Harden. First shot is missed by Hart. Second shot bounced in. Donovan Mitchell was the one who picked up the foul. That's his third foul. He's got 15 points tonight, leading the team. After that, 9 points or below by Mobley, the number 2 scorer. This Cavs team been cooked for a while today, but it just got even worse. Harden able to score off the turnaround inside. James Harden up to 9 tonight. Brunson On the outside, slows down tempo. Cat sets the screen. Brunson, skip pass, corner, Bridges, baseline dribble towards his left, outside hard. Dish off to OG. OG on top, finds Hart, elevates for the three, a left short to rebound, goes to Harden. Gotta start to make a run right now for your Cleveland. Only 6 for 19 from three-point range as a team. James Harden playing iso ball, attacks the paint, gets past Brunson to the cup, blocked by OG. Not clean though as the referees roll it a foul. And 2 free throws coming up here by Harden. James Harden get away. They got away with a push off there on. Oh yeah. He got away with a heavy elbow to the face of Jalen Brunson. That was a no call by the refs. That should have been an offensive foul by Harden. Just clearly slashed off the face of Brunson there, drew in an elbow on the face. Second free throw is good. Yeah, if that was Jaylen Brown, that would have been called every single time that happens. Jalen Brunson with possession, lobs it off the Cat. Cat has it at the wing, takes on Mitchell. Trying to find somebody. Shovels it out to the right corner. Brunson 8 on the timer. Towards his left off the dribble. Hook shot inside the key. Got it a drop. Good for the deuce. Jalen Brunson just too good. 10 points now. Double figures by Brunson. Harden. Dish outside. Mitchell steps into the jumper. Buries the triple. 18 points now by Spida Mitchell. It is crazy that he has had a pretty solid game. 4 made threes, 18 points offensively, but their defense nowhere to be found. Scoring 60, allowing 64 to the Knicks with 2 minutes left. Just no answers to string together multiple stops in a row. Harden off the double team draws the foul. 2 free throws coming up here again by James Harden. The Knicks win this tonight. If they do, finals don't start until June 3rd, on Wednesday, June 3rd. So they get 9 days off from today to game 1 of the NBA Finals. First shot is good by Harden. Yeah, and Mitchell keeps on taking the blame for like a lot of stuff. Like it's not really fair to him. I think he needs a bunch of help, and that James Harden isn't the answer. And you can't really do much about Evan Mobley because his contract is just get paying way too much for him. Kind of similar to that whole contract that Philadelphia had like 3-4 years ago with Tobias Harris, paying him like top 12 player salary in the league, but averaging under 20 points per game. Following jumper is good by Bridges. Able to stick that shot. That was a big time J. And that was impressive. Minute 20 left to go before halftime. Strus at the top of the key. Working on Brunson. Hand off to Mitchell. Mitchell towards his left. Attacks the paint. Kick out corner. Mobley. Step back 3. Off the iron. No good. Rebound secure by Bridges. And the mop crew will come on in and they will clean a sweaty spot on the floor. So there was also a loose ball. There a loose ball foul attached to this? Yeah, Bridges came up with a rebound off the Mobley miss. Right now it's a stoppage in the game. So we got 1:08 left to go. Yeah, loose ball foul. Shamit drilling a free throw. He'll have another one. So Shamit's in double figures. Multiple guys double figures right now for the Knicks. Second free throw is good, and look who the leading scorer is for New York in this first half. It is Landry Shamet with 11 points. Shamet with 11, 10 by Brunson, 10 by Bridges, 10 by Katz, and then 7 by OG, 6 each by Robinson and McBride. This could be a game where they put like 8 guys, 9 guys in double figures before it's said and done. Like, that's crazy. They've had 9 guys play tonight. Every single player has scored 4 points or greater. Mitchell at the free throw line. First one's good. This is crazy. Donovan Mitchell has 19 points in this first half. Basically a one-man show. James Harden with 12, scoring 8 of those points at the free throw line. So it's not like he's even scoring buckets. He's just drawing fouls, getting to the charity stripe. Second free throw is good. After that, Mobley with 9, everybody else with 5 or below. 50 seconds left to go before half. Brunson in the corner, taking on Harden off the crossover. Brunson, bounce pass, Bridges, blocked going up in the shot by Allen. Pass midcourt with James Harden. Fires it off to Mobley. Oh, that's a big ew. Evan Mobley, the hot tamale, in and out of his hands and then off his back shoe out of bounds. That basically sums up this series with that possession in a nutshell for Cleveland. Major big ew. Chance to score 70 to go into halftime. Yesterday, I was saying that, I think in the third quarter, that once San Antonio hits 70 and the Thunder at 45, that things do not look good on the scoreboard when one team hits 70 and the other team's in the 40s. Jumper was missed by Brunson in and out. Final possession and going to the Cavs. Under 10 seconds left to go. Mitchell at the top of the key. Switch guarded by Brunson. Gets past him off the dribble. Drives inside. Runner. Mitchell off the back rim. No good. Chance here for the Knicks as they go in a 3/4 court shot. And Bridges left it short at the buzzer. 68-49. We go into halftime, and an all-out dominant first half by the New York Knicks en route to a 4-0 sweep, and they'll get 9 full days off in between the start of Game 1 of the NBA Finals if they're able to hold off the Cavs tonight. Not what Cleveland had ordered. Right now, a major haul to get them remotely close, but just seems like they've lost complete hope. I'm going to end this poll right now. I don't think I've done this in a long time. End the poll at halftime, but I just did. So that's like a first. Out of like all the streams that I've covered, there's been very few that's been done and over at halftime. Like, that's sad. And if there are streams that's been done and over at halftime, it's been college streams. Who was it? Michigan, Tennessee, Elite 8. That game was done and over at the half. A couple tournaments from the few years past, McNeese State was getting demolished by Gonzaga at halftime. That game was done at the half. James Madison, Duke, that game was done at the half. Duke, Oral Roberts, that game was done at halftime. Yeah, if Cleveland pulls this off, holy smokes, that would be something, but geez. Just, in terms of NBA games that the games have been done at the half, there's barely been any that I can remember. Jay Ramirez with a dodo. Let's get that dodo hype out of the stream for Jay Ramirez. You the legend, brother. I think out of all the regular season streams that I did, and I basically did like Celtics NBA regular season streams, I think the only one that was a blowout was... they had blown out Brooklyn in one of my streams that I did. And then the other one was against the Bucks, which the Bucks were purposely tanking that game. Like, it was a horrendous game by the Bucks, and they had actually, I think they had Giannis listed out, and then Giannis ended up playing like a complete malpractice, and then the Celtics beat the Bucks by like 30 in that game. Oh, I remember 2022 when Golden State won the championship. They faced Memphis, and Steve Kerr, he was not coaching that game. Interestingly enough, Mike Brown was the assistant. He's now the head coach for the Knicks. He filled in as the head coach for that game and replaced Steve Kerr. And Golden State trailed by 51 against Memphis. And then the next game, Golden State blew out Memphis. Golden State won the championship that year. Highest playoff differential in a game. Largest beatdown was 58 by the Nuggets over the New Orleans Hornets, 121-63 in 2009 in the first round of the playoffs. Wow. Oh my gosh. I don't think I streamed that one last year. I remember that. Talking about Cleveland now. Cleveland's getting beat down in this game. Cleveland last year sent out Miami and just destroyed them. April 28, 2025, Cleveland beat down Miami in the first round, 138-83. Cleveland was the 1 seed last year. The Heat were the 8 seed. Yeah, OKC Memphis, game 1, first round of the playoffs, 2025, 131-80. It's a 51-point win for OKC to start off their championship run last year. I remember, I think I streamed this game in the bubble 2020, Clippers against Dallas, 154-111. 43-point win by the Clippers. In the series that, yeah, they had beat Dallas and then they choked against Denver, up 3-0 in the next round after that. Wow, 2023, Lakers over Memphis, 125-85. I remember it's been a year ago since I streamed this game. Minnesota, Anthony Edwards, a 30-plus point game over OKC, 143-101. I was talking about that game last night. It has been the 1-year anniversary of Minnesota destroying OKC by 42 points. That OKC just has had a terrible May 24th in back-to-back years for them. OKC over Denver, 149-106 last year. 44-point blow or 43-point blowout win for OKC. So yeah, there's been some real like blowout wins recently, winning this decade or so. I'll see if I can get it into the decade. What's good, Seagull? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, bud. I want to see like the blowouts in this playoffs. The one sticks to mind in Knicks, the Game 7 victory over the Hawks by 51. Yeah, there's been a couple others. Spurs beat Minnesota 133-95. Knicks against Philly, the closeout game by 39. Wow, Ian going for Cleveland making it a one-possession game at some point. Wow. What's good, Juan in the street? Welcome in. Crazy part about it is Donovan Mitchell has double the points of the top scorer for the Knicks. Mitchell's got 20 points tonight, making 4 threes. The defense has been non-existent. Nobody's sprinting back defensively. Nine turnovers by Cleveland, 18 to 5 points off turnovers. Fast break points is 26 to 3 at halftime. That's a killer. Give up 26 points off fast break. Can't even get back defensively. Like that's what happens in the season opener. Not what happens in the playoffs in the closeout game when you're the team that's down to 0-3. Yep. Showtime, welcome in. Yeah, Kenny Atkinson said, based on analytics, we should have won 2 games in the series. The stuff that he's saying during these press conferences makes 0 sense. Like, after the game 1 collapse, he was asked about like the 4 timeouts when they became 2 timeouts with 3 minutes left, and he made 0 sense explaining that. Yeah, I agree, Ice Ice Baby. Like, they need a tough enforcer type player that can like get in the other team's face, bring physicality, like bring energy to this team. Yeah, KCP, Marcus Smart. Jonathan Kuminga, he's a guy that's up for free agency. I think he's got a club option though for the Hawks. Yeah, he's somebody that can like put pressure at the rim for him. Physical, athletic uh type of player. Doesn't really make a lot of right decisions though, but getting better for him. But he's like an athlete. And Norman Powell is a good like scoring option, like a sharpshooter um player that can knock down shots. Lou Dort's got a club option. Yeah, Kobe White's going to be an unrestricted free agent. See, they're going to need to fill in that spot now since they got to get away from James Harden. Like, Charlotte's most likely going to re-sign him, I would imagine, for Kobe White. He had that huge shot in the play-in game from the corner. Io DeSumo at Minnesota. That's another good point guard that he's a unrestricted free agent. Yeah, game 4. Yep, the one that the Celtics got blown out in. Basically gave him that game so Celtics could close out at home. You know, like down the lineup, there's like more physical players down the lineup on like $2 million deals. or like explosive type of guys further down in this free agency list. Yeah, GP2. Jordan Walsh making just 1.9 million right now. Wow. James Harden right now is 12 points at halftime. Yeah, dropping at a bad time for Cleveland. Like, they were in danger of potentially missing the playoffs at one point this year. They went, I think they were back in like 8th place, like in the first like 40 games or so of this season, like not themselves. A lot of New York celebs in attendance in Cleveland at this game tonight. Ben Stiller, one of them, in attendance. Spike Lee also there tonight. Just a dominant first half of action for the New York Knicks, 68-49, en route to a sweep in this series. I don't think I've done a stream where we've gotten out the broomsticks in a long time, because all of them that I streamed were non-sweeps in this playoffs so far. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. I'll be back live tomorrow night as well, covering Thunder against Spurs Game 5 tomorrow night. That's been an incredible series. Right now, the New York Knicks just looking so good. Fast break points and a huge difference maker in favor of New York. 26-3. Just Cleveland just having a rough game getting back in transition defense since the start of tonight's matchup. NBA Finals, that begins on June 3rd over on ABC. That's a Wednesday night. If the Knicks do win this game, they'd have 9 full days of rest. Here we go. Back to action. Right to left of the floor. Brunson on the court alongside Hart, Bridges, Cat, and OG. A bounce pass underneath Cat. No good off the mark. Offensive rebound halted by Hart. Brunson, push pass, corner, 3, OG. Off the mark, no good. Tipped off the glass, missed by Hart. Rebound secured by Mobley. Second half to save their season right now begins for Cleveland. Baseline dribble. Strus lobs it up over the top. Throwing it down with a two-hand slam is Jared Allen. There's a start. 2-zip run off the alley-oop. Cat up fake inside, outside off the Brunson. 12 in the timer. Slides it cross court into the hands to Hart. Josh Hart, cross-court connects with Bridges. Drives, gets past Harden, fall-away shot. Tough one by Bridges, off the mark, no good. Rebound secured by Mobley. Mitchell with possession, fires a fastball, cross-court, Harden takes the three, missed off the mark, offensive rebound. Goes to Mobley, double-teamed underneath, floats it off to the corner. Strus fires a bullet to the wrong player, picked off by Josh Hart. That wrecks the momentum. Here goes a 3-on-2 by the Knicks. OG off the glass, offensive rebound, putbacks there by Hart. I think it's going to help the Knicks for the long rest for them. It gets them fully healthy. And also they're able to prep their next opponent, get like a bunch of film on both of the teams and be able to prep going into the next game. Even though they're not sure who they're going to play, it allows them to watch both teams and kind of prepare for both styles in case they meet either the Spurs and the Thunder, and once that series gets decided, they just scrap that team, that the game plan that they lost, and then just fully prep for the game plan that they've been piecing together with whoever comes out of that series. I think there's a statistic on that too with rest. I'll see if I can get that up. Harden moves it off to the middle. Allen up fake, drives on OG inside the key. Allen missed the hook shot. Rebound went to Cat. 19-point lead by the Knicks. OG blocked off the glass, followed through by Hart. Not gonna count. Anunoby. Drawing the foul on Matt Strus. Two free throws coming up by OG. Let's see. Since 2003, NBA Finals teams with significant rest advantage, 3 or more days off, possess a 6-5 record in the finals. Historically, across all playoff rounds, rested teams own a 94-66, 59% straight-up record with home court advantage functioning as the primary driver of their success. A nice dime underneath. Mobley finds Allen cutting backdoor, scoring the buckets. What's good? Andres in the stream. Welcome in. Yeah, it's been a while, I think, since the last time I covered a closeout game that ended up in a sweep. That people have gotten broomsticks out here to chat. Bobbled out of bounds off Hearts. 8 overages yet, though. 5th turnover tonight by the Knicks. Got to get something on this possession. Mitchell, step back 3 off the mark, no good. Fouled. Extreme layover data. 5+ days off. Teams entering an NBA series with an extended break of rest, 5 or more days. Frequently a point of debate regarding rust versus rest are 15 and 10, 60% straight up. First shot's good by Mitchell. He's shooting 3 at the line. Second one's good. Now I'll be back live Tuesday and Thursday. Spurs Thunder, Game 5, Game 6. And if there's a Game 7, that will be on Sunday. Hey, appreciate it, Siegel. Thanks so much, bud. Second free throw is good. 16-point game right now. Getting a little interesting. Cavs started off 7, outnumbering the Knicks 7-4 in the third quarter. 15 for 16 at the free throw line. Hasn't been that. That's been the problem. Transition defense all game long been an issue for Cleveland. Broke it up out of bounds. Defense started to get better for the Cavs as they forced a miss and then it went off the Knicks and out. Yeah, this game's starting to really get interesting right now. New York all of a sudden shooting 1 for 7 in this third quarter. James Harden at the top of the key, taking on Brunson, drives on Brunson inside the key, and his pass gets intercepted. Just bad decisions like those results in the 11th turnover of the game. Bridges no good off the mark, and it got kept alive off the offensive rebound. Cat at the wing. Hand off to Brunson. 5 in the shot clock for Jalen Brunson. Guarded by Strus, top of the key. Brunson towards his left. Has to launch. Extra pass made. Didn't realize the shot clock was down to 0. It's a shot clock violation. Bad possessions right now for New York. So it looks like the Knicks all of a sudden are just going through the motions, thinking that they've been handed this game. They just turned it over for the 6th time tonight. But Cleveland just going to take care of the basketball. 11 turnovers, 20 points scored by the Knicks off of those turnovers. If you play a clean game, then you're actually winning this game up 56-52. If it wasn't for any of those turnovers, Strus goes up to the rim. A huge rejection by Cat as he soars up for the block. Brunson up the floor, kick out, corner, OG, outside Cat. Pulls up from deep, buries the J. Defense turns right into offense for Karl Anthony Towns. 13 points perfect, 3 for 3 tonight by Cat. Mobley, no good off the mark of the 3. A rebound controlled by Hart. That really just took all the momentum out of the favor of Cleveland. OG dribbles up, it drives, attacks the paint, push pass, corner 3. Mikal Bridges wide open, splashes the jumper. 78-56. Timeout, Kenny Atkinson. Back-to-back threes dropping by the New York Knicks. And a gigantic killer for the Cleveland Cavaliers, which had pulled into a 16-point margin, which had outscored the Knicks 7-4 to start off the quarter, are now being outscored 10-7. 6-zip run by New York as we head to the timeout taken by Cleveland. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right, right now at the timeout, if you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I will be back in tomorrow covering Spurs against Thunder and hopefully a much better game than what we're having here tonight. That's a shame. Cleveland can't defend the perimeter. Had too many guys stacking up the box and nobody left to guard the corner 3 that was just buried to put the Knicks up by 22. Mikal Bridges wide open 3 that he sticks down. Bridges tonight with 13 points, tied for the team leader with Cat, who has 13. 11 boards by Cat tonight. Really good series by Cat. 2 blocks, 2 steals. Historically, he's had some issues before in the playoffs, getting too emotional, that the lights were too bright in the past. That has all gone away right now for Cat. He's played an amazing series in the conference finals tonight. 11 points by Shamit, Brunson with 10. Yeah, Cat had a lot of those cobwebs in game 1 and has completely gotten rid of them, and he's been amazing. So yeah, I take that back completely, what I said about Cat in game number 1, because he did not play well for the majority of game number 1, and I honestly thought that throughout the series the lights could be too bright for him, but nope. They are outright on a sweep right now. Going to be sweeping the Cavs very soon after this one wraps up in like an hour or so. 29-point lead, largest one of the game at one point. And the turnovers. We come back to action. Brunson up on the top. OG with a right-hand finish. 80-56. That cannot happen if you're Cleveland. Just a mess of a game for the Cavs tonight. They get blitz. Mitchell, bounce pass. Mobley, dish out to the corner. Harden. Bounce pass on top. Sam Merrill takes the jumper. Left short. Rebound goes to Cats. Got a double-double. 13 and 12 tonight. Bridges on the outside. Into the hands to Hart. Bounce pass. Cat attacks the paint. Cat right to the rim. Soars up and scores the left-hand layup. Zero physicality by Cleveland in this game. Mitchell, high arcing left short off the rim. Josh Hart controls the defensive rebound. OG stripped and got the loose ball by Hart. Everybody's scrapping for possessions. Brunson tees up a three, no good. Shoved in off the putback slam by OG. The New York Knicks are just taking it right now to Cleveland. Mobley down low. Allen lost it. Turnover. Coughed it up. Brunson up the floor. Gets bumped into and fouled by Merrill. This is one of these games that, yeah, there should be a mercy rule. Woof. The New York Knicks are playing out of their minds. Like, they're that dominant. Historically dominant for the New York Knicks. And if you're the Oklahoma City Thunder or San Antonio Spurs, you better watch out. Because the Oklahoma City Thunder right now do not have J-Dub nor A.J. Mitchell, as the injuries are starting to pile up for the defending champions. Josh Hart just got called in the carry. Turnover on the Knicks. Donovan Mitchell. At the top of the key, drives past Hart inside, a runner. A foul charge to New York, stopping the clock with 6:12. So it's going to reset the offense here for Cleveland. New York's going to go in with 9 full days of rest. Stolen off the inbound. Cat windmill slam with authority. They're going to roll it on Cat, though. They're not going to roll the bucket. So Cat did reach in off the inbound. So they're going to do the inbound once again. Oh, yeah. Cat did. Yeah, he did get away with a push to Jarrett Allen from the back. So they will not count that windmill dunk by Cat. So Cat pushing off on Jarrett Allen to record a steal and a windmill dunk. So it's going to lead to another inbound for Cleveland. Mitchell at the top, a crossover jumper for three, buries it. 6 minutes left to go in the third. Donovan Mitchell has 26 right now, and his team is down by 25. Just so weird to see that he showed up. The team's defense did not. Missed three by Bridges. Rebound went to Harden. Harden finds Mitchell. Mitchell looking for 29 off the rim. Short to rebound goes to OG. Stolen by Dean Wade. James Harden, pull-up jumper from deep. Brick the three. Rebound controlled by Hart. It's turning into a three-point shooting contest for Cleveland. 8 for 27, 30% from three. Mikal Bridges on top hard. Outside off the Bridges. Bridges takes on Merrill. Bridges drives inside the paint. Sam Merrill picks up the personal foul. 5:07 left to go in the quarter. Jalen Tyson, Evan Mobley will check in. Anunoby checks out. Landry Shamet comes in. Jarrett Allen on the bench now for Cleveland. Brunson inbound finds Shamet. Bounce pass goes off to McBride. McBride towards his left, skip past the corner. Bridges bounce past Brunson, elevates for the J. Jalen Brunson sticks in the three. Gonna be up very soon by 30. 28-point lead for New York. Jalen Brunson up to 13 tonight. Sam Merrill. Extra pass made. Mobley. Butterfingers Mobley. A turnover. It's now 14 turnovers by Cleveland. Landry Shamet, baseline dribble, right to the hole, soars up and dunks it with a two-hand jam. Largest lead of the game, a 30-point blowout lead by New York. Sam Merrill, mid-range, drills the two. Shamet on the floor alongside McBride, Brunson, Robinson, and Bridges. McBride into the hands of Bridges. 4 minutes left to go in the third. Mikal Bridges dribbles up to the elbow, bounce past Shamet. Shamet, jumper at the elbow, no good off the mark. A rebound goes to Mobley. In this game tonight, New York is shooting 51%, 45% from three. Mobley, handoff Tyson. Tyson floats it up to Mobley, snatches it, dunks it. Double figures now for Mobley with 11. Brunson on the outside. Moves it off to the corner. Bridges elevates in the three. Off the mark, no good. Broke it up on the bounds off the Cavs. And Cavs signaling with Sam Merrill to challenge. I believe not. That they will not do that yet. Kenny Atkinson will not. He sits down. He had the hands in the back of his pants. Going to sit down right now for Kenny Atkinson back on the benches. He thought about it, decided not to. Inbound goes to Shamet. Off to Robinson at the wing. Robinson. Handoff, Shamet finds the roller. Mitchell Robinson with authority ducks it down with a two-handed jam. Pick and roll action there by the Knicks offense right to perfection. 3 minutes left to go in the third. Mobley getting past Robinson and one at the free throw line. I think it depends on what type of roster gets assembled for next year. If LeBron does come back, LeBron and Mitchell, they're going to have to get rid of James Harden. If James Harden somehow is still on the Cavs, then there's no living chance that they're going to win the finals with James Harden. So step number one in the offseason to Cleveland is getting rid of James Harden. 91-65. 2:58 left to go in the third quarter. We have a timeout on the floor. We're going to head to the timeout. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Harden might be hiding a 5-hour energy in his beard if he takes one out and drinks it, they could win, according to Siegel. Ricky, welcome in. Think of that. LeBron guaranteed going to be playing for the Cavs next year. Yeah, a lot of chatter out there that LeBron's going to come back to Cleveland for next year. Caught up in the paint tonight. 38, 22 points in the paint. Multiple slam dunks this entire game. And Mitchell Robinson looking good tonight. 8 points for Robinson. Knicks have 5 guys in double figures. Robinson would be the 6th if he gets there. McBride is 6. Josh Hart has 6. Luka LeBron finals guaranteed. Andres puts out, so staying a Laker. Siegel thinks that if LeBron goes to Cleveland for any amount of money and they keep Harden and everyone else who is a star, he thinks that they can win. Yeah, really good question, Bradley. I feel like ownership is not going to do it, even though this series has been just downright atrocious. The guy's been there for 2 years, but I don't know. I've heard a lot of rumblings that it's probably not going to happen. I think next year is going to be the telling season. Yeah, James Harden, first off-season move, they got to let go of James Harden. He's going to have to sign elsewhere because this was not a good showing. Even late stage against Detroit, it was not a good showing. Jumper is good by Landry Shamet. He's got 16 points tonight in 12 minutes. Tyson, no good, missed the 3. A rebound secured by Wade. Harden at the top. Harden slides it off to Tyson. Tyson on the 3, missed it long. Rebound controlled by Bridges. Yeah, like, it's a shame. Like a lot of other head coaches, they're up, they're coaching the team. Mike Brown, he is up and coaching the team. A layup is good. Tyson scores in transition. Yep. Kenny Atkinson just sitting on the bench. 34-7 bench points for the Knicks. Brunson, spin move, turnaround jumper. Brunson drills the 2. 16 by Shamet, 8 by Robinson, 6 by McBride, 4 by Alvarado off the bench. Brunson got himself 15 tonight. Evan Mobley, handoff, Tyson. Lob, Mobley dunks it down, a 2-hand finish. Yeah, you're looking at a non-contender for James Harden to go to for next year. Harden, steal 3, no good. Tipped off the glass, missed by Merrill. Rebound secured by McBride. Final minute left to go in the third. I don't think I've called a game in a long time that I've wanted this game to be over because it's been so bad. So lopsided for one team. Like the watchability rating is at 0.0001. It's that bad right now. McBride. Into the hands to Brunson. 10 in the timer. Under 1 minute left to go in the third. Brunson. Jumper over Mobley, left off the side of the rim. A rebound goes to Harden. Harden outlet pass. Tyson picked off by McBride, plugging right over to Brunson for the steal. Incredible defense there for Deuce McBride. Brunson evades Merrill. We'll slow it down. 15 turnovers tonight for the Cavs. 24 points scored off of those turnovers for the Knicks. 8 on the shot clock. Brunson at the top. Brunson dribbles, drives inside the key. Stripped, got it back in the baseline. Brunson, a ridiculous shot. Almost went in. Offensive rebound. Robinson muscles his way down and got it stripped and lost it. That would have been insane if Jalen Brunson had drilled that. He was going into a fall-away shot behind the backboard. He went behind the backboard off a fall-away shot, basically shooting the ball behind the backboard, and it almost went in. Just crazy. And Mikal Bridges was fouled. 8.6 seconds left. Bridges shooting 2 at the line. First one's good. Knicks are en route to score 100 before Cleveland reaches 70. Hey, best of luck tomorrow, Wednesday there for Siegel. Second free throw is good by Bridges. Final seconds left to go in the third. Mitchell driving an OG to the rim. A scoop score. Got it in the foul. Donovan Mitchell has a 30-piece with his team trailing by 27. Left it all on the line tonight. Drilling 5 threes. 30 points on 9 for 18 shooting. Just for nobody else to really be able to step up. .4 left. Beg my pardon, he's got 28 right now for Mitchell. So he has 28. He's 2 points away from 30. .28 by Mitchell at the moment. 2 points shy of 30. Will reach 29 if he makes this. So if I told you Donovan Mitchell had 29 points through 3 quarters as he missed the free throw. Josh Hart, full court shots. That's how he closed it out at the end of the third as he airballed it away from the rim. 98-71. Mitchell's got 28 and they're getting throttled. There's been no defense whatsoever tonight for the Cavs. There's been a nightmare of turnovers. 14 shots being the difference in differential between two teams. Knicks are 36 for 73 shooting, 49%. Cavs are 24 for 59, attempting 14 fewer shots. And fast break points been crazy factor for the Knicks. 30-5 in fast break points. Bench points been a landslide as well. 16 by Shamet, 8 by Robinson, 6 by McBride. Alvarado with 4. 34 bench points by the Knicks, and the Cavs have 7. Going to go into the fourth quarter coming up in a couple of moments. We'll be back in a few. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Yep, can you work it at Chuck E. Cheese by Friday? This is it for until the finals. So the ESPN NBA Inside the NBA crew, this is it for them for the whole week. Luckily, ABC has broadcasting rights in the US for the NBA Finals. So the first game of the finals will start on Wednesday, June 3rd. Shamet is the leading scorer for New York. That's all that has to tell you about tonight's game there. When he's scoring like that, I mean, that's incredible production. Guys stepping up all over the place. 16 by Shamet. Brunson with 15 plus 5 assists. No turnovers by Jalen Brunson. 15 by Mikal Bridges. Cat with a 15 and 13 game for points and rebounds plus 2 steals in the block and 2 steals and 2 blocks. OG with 13. Timon, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Pepe, glad to have you back in the stream. Good morning out in the Philippines. Knicks started off 1 for 8 in the quarter. And there was hope for Cleveland to come on back in that third quarter as the Knicks started off 1 for 8, but the Knicks outscored Cleveland 30-22 in the third quarter. Donovan Mitchell, one more bucket, he gets a 30-piece off the double team, gets the way, finds Allen top of the free throw circle. Outside off to Tyson. Tyson towards his left. Into the hands to Mobley. Mobley off the pivot, puts up the shot, missed off the glass. Rebound controlled by OG. 5 of the court for the Knicks looks like this. Landry Shamet, Miles McBride, OG Anunoby, Karl-Anthony Towns, Jose Alvarado. Jalen Tyson, Evan Mobley, Donovan Mitchell, Max Strus, Jarrett Allen. 5 of the court for the Cavs. McBride, 6 in the timer. Slides it off to OG. Anunoby, 2 in the shot clock. OG has to launch. He does. Step back 3 over Strus. No good off the rim. And Mitchell controls the defensive board. Donovan Mitchell working on Alvarado. Lob sent to Mobley. Rolls down one dribble. Powers his way inside. Missed off the mark over Cats. And the rebound tracked down by Cats. First minute plus into action in the fourth quarter. McBride on top, Cats. Working on Allen. Dribbles up, drives. Inside the key. Gets past them. Right to the cup and scores with a right-hand layup. 171 Knicks. Up by 29. Kick out corner, Strus, bounce pass, right corner, push pass down low, Mobley finds Allen with a jam, stepped out of bounds though. 1 foot out of bounds, turnover by Cleveland. Basically in this game in a nutshell, unaware of their surroundings on the court. Wow, this has been a pretty big fall off for the Cavs. Last year, the number 1 team in the regular season, the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. This year, the number 4 seed. They were down to around the number 8 team in the East 40 games into the season. Mitchell, deflection, interception, comes out with a steal. Mitchell attacks the paint off the Euro. Mitchell clobbered and fouled. Alvarado picks up the shooting foul. Donovan Mitchell shooting 2, coming up at the free throw line. First shot by Mitchell is good. Cat tonight with a big game, 17 and 14. What's good, Mario? Welcome back in. Second free throw, missed short. Cavs have it. Yep, Knicks have had this game right in the bag for a very long time tonight. McBride, a wide open three, a splash, buries the triple. Miss Boozhound, welcome back in. Thanks for joining back in. 103-72. Mobley, extra pass, Allen dunks it. Going to be 11 straight victories for the Knicks, approaching the 9.5-minute mark left to go. Cat attacks, Cat to the rim, Cat makes it look easy. Dribble drive penetration, scoring the two. 19 and 14 tonight by Cat. They're going to put this as going to inbound. It's going to be coming up here for the Cavs. Yeah, substitutions were brought in. Landry Shamit's right now on the floor. Jumper Mitchell drills it. Crazy. Donovan Mitchell has 31 points. And his team's getting clobbered by 29. Miles McBride sends it off the Cats. Into the hands to McBride. It jacks up the three over Mitchell off the back of offensive rebound. OG muscles his way, draws the foul. It's on Keon Ellis. 2 free throws coming up by Anunoby. Next game is on Wednesday, June the 3rd for New York. So not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday is the start of the finals. So they have 9 days until the start of Game 1 of the NBA Finals. So they're waiting for San Antonio OKC to wrap up, which Game 5's tomorrow, and then Game 6 is on Thursday. And then if there is a Game 7, that would take place on Sunday. Shamit comes out with a steal, shovel pass, OG with authority, skies in with a one-hand finish. 33-point dominant lead for the New York Knicks, en route to 11 victories in a row. Landry Shamet pickpockets Donovan Mitchell. Unselfish basketball, shovel pass off to OG running the floor and dunks it down with authority. 109-76. Timeout on the course. We head over to the timeout. Yep, I think it's time to get the bench out here. Get Tyler Kolek some reps in the game. Get these guys the opportunity. Jordan Clarkson yet to play either tonight. A lot of Philippines viewers looking for Jordan Clarkson to get on the floor tonight. Tyler Kolek's from my area. One of my friends is good friends with him. One of my friends hosts a basketball camp, and Tyler Kolek was a part of it with the Shootout Classic growing up when he was a kid. And one of the college teams that I cover for D3, UMass Dartmouth, Tyler Kolek's dad played back in the 80s for UMass Dartmouth, and I think they made it all the way to the Final Four. It's like the deepest run as a program. Was in the Final Four back in like the late 80s. '91, '92 made it to the Final Four. Yeah, UMass from Massachusetts. There's a bunch of different UMass sites that they have. So a couple of them are D3. The one that I broadcast for, UMass Dartmouth, is a D3. Yeah, so Tyler Kolek's dad played college basketball for UMass Dartmouth, got in the Hall of Fame at the university back in 1994, played for them from 84 through 88. And then a couple years after, they went to 2 Final Fours as a program, 91, 92. Yeah, UMass Amherst is a big one. So they're D1. And UMass Lowell's a D1 as well. They went D1, I think, back in like 2008. And then there's a couple D3s that's under the UMass system. UMass Dartmouth, UMass Boston. Yeah, the big one's UMass Amherst. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a huge college. So that's out in Western Mass. Nice area out there. They got like a bunch of colleges. That's like the main D1 college. They got like a bunch of D3s out in that area too. Yeah, they got some of the or they got Jordan Clarkson on the floor. So he's like the only guy who hadn't checked in that's on the floor. Clarkson on the court with Alvarado, Mitchell Robinson, Landry Shamet, Miles McBride. Alvarado sends it off to McBride. McBride towards his left. Approaching 8 minutes left to go. McBride, tough shot and buried it. Right over number 24 for Cleveland with Tyrese Proctor. So right now the Cavs have their bench guys on the floor. Thomas Bryant, Tyrese Proctor, Craig Porter Jr., Jalen Tyson. And now here comes in Tyler Kolek, Ariel Huckporty as they bring their bench guys in the court for New York. Tyler Kolek is on the floor first time tonight. Still got a lot of game left to go. 7:47 left to go. Good opportunities for these guys to have the chance here on the floor. Kolek comes out with a steal. 3-on-2 here for the Knicks. Kolek takes it straight to the rack. No good. Missed the layup off the fingertips of Huckporty. Rebound went to Keon Ellis for Cleveland. Tyson steps into a 3. Tyson well short. Huckporty collects the defensive board. Ben, welcome in. Probably not, unfortunately. So I'm not like a huge soccer fan. Once the season wraps up, I'm going to see if I can do some Caitlin Clark live streams in the off-season WNBA. Jordan Clarkson, runner, off the mark, no good. Tipped off the glass, missed off the mark. Offensive rebound, put back Kolek. A little bit too strong. Rebound goes to Bryant. Dennis, welcome back in, man. Yeah, huge party college for UMass Amherst as Tyrese Proctor going inside. Stripped and fouled. This is going to stay Cavs ball off a side and inbound. Yeah, there's they're all over the place for the World Cup games. So my closest one's at Gillette. And they're actually, I think they're like renaming it Boston Stadium because it's not sponsored by Gillette for the World Cup. Kolek had the steal outside off to Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson. Jumper off balance on a 3. Followed by Tyrese Proctor. And this is going to send 3 free throws coming up at the line for Jordan Clarkson. Yeah, if you're from the Philippines out here on the channel, make some noise. Big supporters out here on the stream watching from the Philippines, hit us up. You guys probably rooting for Jordan Clarkson out there from the Philippines. Actually, they're going to say it's not on the shot. So fouled before the shot. They erase away the 3 points that, or the 3 free throws attempt. They say it was before the shot. This time, Clarkson buries the jumper. So there he goes down with 3 off the bench for Clarkson. 42-7 bench points tonight for the Knicks. Porter left the pass behind, stolen away. Out ahead of the pack, and shooting foul coming up. Naquan Tomlin picked it up. Lacombe Daddier, number 4, first time in the floor, shooting 2. His free throw left too long. That was correct. Yeah, Lacombe Daddier. That is French. Second free throw is good, so he scores tonight. First point of the game for Daddier. Still got 6 minutes left to go. Tyrese Proctor on top. Bryant fires the 3 off the mark. Rebound secured by Huck Porty. Kolek drives and Ellis swings it out to the wing. Daddier attacks the paint, floats it up and scores. Good for the bucket. Everybody getting in on the action tonight in the scoring column for New York. Knicks have 6 players in double figures. Proctor, bounce pass underneath Tomlin, scores the 2. No good by Clarkson around the rim and out. Cavs with possession. We're down to 5 minutes left to go. Wish we could provide a better stream with a more competitive game than what we have currently, but this is what we got left with tonight. Unfortunately, not even close. And a lot of question marks going into the offseason for Cleveland after tonight. Kolek got tripped up off the dribble. Porter Jr., the one who picked up the personal foul. They're going over that right now. Highest active payroll in the NBA at $211 million. First conference finals appearance since 2018, but they get some free agents. James Harden with a player option. Free agent. Dean Wade, Larry Nance Jr. And yeah, you couldn't move on from all 3 of those guys there. Yeah, Dean Wade got benched in this series. Did nothing tonight. No points in 12 minutes, a -14. He started previously in this series while bulldozing his way to the cup. Number 51 for New York. Kick out to the corner. Daddier. No good off the mark. Offensive rebound. Tip back to Daddier. Dribble, driving, attacking with a head full of steam for the Knicks. And outside, Kolek buries it. Tyler Kolek on the board in the playoffs. 17th main 3 in the night for the New York Knicks, outpowering the Cavs 48-9 off bench points. Yeah, Mohamed Diawara recorded the kick-out assist to Kolek. Diawara playing with active force, active energy. Number 51 for New York. Lacombe Daddier lines it up from deep and drills it. Holy smokes, 123-78. Step back 3, Proctor. Kaboinked off the back rim. Offensive rebound, Tomlin. Bryant from 3. Bryant got it. I cannot believe we still got just over 3 minutes left. Tyler Kolek. Edge of the midcourt logo. Knicks putting on a show tonight. Clarkson stripped Clarkson on the bounds off the Cavs. 3:30 even. Mohamed Diawara. Like, he's bringing like athleticism and energy. It looks like he's fast. Second round pick, number 51 from the Clippers last year. So he's a rookie. He first got picked up by the Clippers in the draft. Layup's good, but played this season for the Knicks, averaging 3 points per game. He played in 69 games in the regular season, around 9 minutes per game for Mohamed Diawara. Jumper is buried from downtown. Another one stuck through the cylinder for the Knicks. Tyler Kolek's second made three of the night. 6 points tonight in 5 minutes. Tomlin, no good off the glass. Rebound secured by Diawara. Finds Kolek. Kolek pull-up jumper from deep. No good off the back rim. Battle for the rebound hauled in by Proctor. Tyrese Proctor outside. Ellis jumper. Ellis buries it. Just turning into a three-point shooting contest now. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting offseason for Cleveland. A lot of speculation if LeBron signs and closes his career out with the Cavs. That could be something that does happen, but step number one, do not re-sign James Harden. James Harden looks like a bench player at best, and probably at his stage of his career, 36, knocking on the door at 37, looking at probably playing for a non-contender, because I don't know who's going to want him going into the offseason, especially with the playoff history that he's had. Get the timeout on the floor. If you guys enjoyed the stream tonight, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'll be back on tomorrow night covering Spurs against Thunder. Hey, I'll see you back tomorrow, Miss Boo Sounds. Yeah, just unfortunate. Oh my gosh. Polymarket Hoops put something on the other day. The Cavs are interested in both trading for Giannis and a LeBron reunion in the same offseason. Cleveland has the assets to appeal to Milwaukee, who is long after Evan Mobley as their centerpiece for the future. LeBron has mutual interest in returning to Cleveland and is rumored to take the vet minimum to make it happen. Just imagine this vet big four. This is what Polymarket Hoops posted out 4 days ago. And then it's Harden, Mitchell, LeBron, Giannis, and Jared Allen. Well, it doesn't matter how many stars you have on the team. You ain't winning anything unless James Harden goes elsewhere. Yeah, I was not expecting that yesterday with the Nuns at San Antonio. That's crazy. I'm looking here on like Cavs offseason, what the fans are trying to chip in and talk about, and a lot of people are like, trade Donovan Mitchell. Like, number one priority needs to be moving on from James Harden. 36 years old. Yeah, thanks so much, Ron. Glad to have you back in tonight. This just unfortunate for Cleveland. Unless Cleveland's, if they take like a big swing or something like that and pull off this stunning, like a shocker of a trade or something like that, if they do it on like draft night and go into like a full rebuild or something, maybe they try to see if they jump up to number one and try to trade the Wizards would trade Donovan Mitchell to the Wizards for like AJ DeBonza to get that number one pick or something like that. Like maybe there's something in their pocket like that, but I don't know. Jordan Clarkson on a corner three, missed off the mark, tipped around, offensive rebound, hauled in by Huck Porty, and he dunks it with authority. 40-point lead. Under 2 minutes left. Ball zipping around the perimeter. Thomas Bryant missed off the mark. Rebound secured by Diawara. Kolek past the timeline. Kolek drives an Ellis. Behind the back dribble. Sets up Diawara. Outside with Dadier. Left short, missed the three. Behind the back pass underneath Porter Jr. setting up Bryant, who scores. Yep, looking for a new career after tonight for James Harden. Runner, Kolek off the back rim. Final minute left to go. And what the hell is that? Cavs with a terrible turnover. Well, it took a while for this game to be done tonight. It was over at the very tail ends of the first quarter. Cavs lost steam. They played a solid 8 minutes of basketball, but 40 minutes of just straight up junk. Tyler Kolek buries the jumper, falling away for two. Tyler Kolek off the bench now. He has got 8 points in 7 minutes off the bench, and the Cavs draw the shots. And New York can just take the shot clock violation if they do so, and they are going to the NBA Finals. First ever finals appearance for the Knicks in a very long time. You have to go back 20 plus years since the last one in 1999 for New York. As the Knicks are making their 9th NBA Finals appearance and the first one in this century, as they have now won 11 straight games in a row. And that is in a tie for the third most consecutive wins alongside the 1989 Lakers and the 2001 Lakers for longest active winning streaks in a playoff run. 11 straight games that the Knicks have won, a complete buzzsaw through the brackets, and they will have 9 days off to prepare for either OKC or San Antonio as the NBA Finals start on Wednesday, June 3rd. Congratulations to the New York Knicks, the 2026 Eastern Conference champions. First conference finals championship since 1989, the 9th conference finals championship as a program for New York, or as a franchise for New York. An average win margin of over 23 points on their 11-game winning streak just demolished the Cleveland Cavaliers. 4 games in a row in this series by double digits, including Game 1, which was the best shot for Cleveland to win, which they blew a 22-point lead. 130-93 the final score. 6 guys, double figures for the Knicks. 19 points, 14 rebounds by Cat. 17 by OG. 15 by Brunson with 5 assists and no turnovers. Bridges with 15. Shamet had 16 off the bench. McBride finished with 11. Just all-out dominant. I think they have the MVP presentation, so I'm going to stay on for the Eastern Conference Finals MVP presentation in a couple minutes. It's going to take them a little bit of time, but congratulations out to New York. Yeah, Jalen Brunson, favorite to be the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Absolutely incredible series by the Knicks. Just swept them right through the floor. Get those broomsticks out in the chat there. I get some short videos that I'll be posting tonight. Big shout out to Assist Live for making the short videos happen. Absolute legends on the stream. I think right now we just wait for. I'll stay on for the conference finals MVP. So coming up in a couple moments from now. Should be Jalen Brunson. He had 30 points the previous game. Tonight, solid night. No turnovers. 15 tonight for Brunson. Yeah, I feel for you. Keep your head up, Bradley, man. I feel for you guys as Cavs fans out here. Yeah, it's a lot of question marks going into the offseason. Very weird run for their team because they got taken into 7, won both of those series matchups, and just got a lot of question marks going into the offseason. Like, they might blow it up. Like, there's no way that James Harden is staying, that's for sure. And I wonder if they're going to get rid of Kenny Atkinson. 2 seasons as head coach just goes to show just how fast things could just be done and over with. Like, this was a terrible playoff round for Kenny Atkinson. And the stuff that he was saying during, like, the post-game press conference, it made 0 sense. Right, they're getting that presentation going in just a moment. Congratulations out to the New York Knicks, first ever conference finals championship, winning the East since 1999. Hey, what's good? Jess in the stream. Thanks for joining in. Glad to have you back in. Hope all is going well. Eastern Conference Trophy presented to the New York Knicks. Jalen Brunson right now getting his interview. This man absolutely clutch for Jalen Brunson. Mike Brown coming over with a trophy with his team. Right now getting an interview with his guys. Huge mistake for the Dallas Mavericks to let Jalen Brunson go. Good question. I think low key they can give both teams a fight. I I think San Antonio could be a better draw for the Knicks because it's mostly Wemby on that team. They got less depth compared to the Thunder. Thunder right now are not in a good place. Like if the Knicks get the Thunder, they might get them at the right time possible. If the Thunder come out of that series, the Thunder got some severe injuries that they're dealing with. AJ Mitchell is gonna miss tomorrow, and J-Dub is out once again. His calf or his hamstring injury. They changed the diagnosis to a hamstring strain. So they changed it a little bit for him, and usually he's been out for like a month. So when that injury has popped up for J-Dub, he's been out for like a month or so. Jalen Brunson named Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Dapping up his teammates. The New York Knicks got 9 days now to prepare and get rested for whoever comes out of the West, being OKC or San Antonio. I'll be back live tomorrow night covering OKC San Antonio. What's been one heck of a series, tied up at 2 going into Game 5 tomorrow night. Jalen Brunson, congratulations to him. Absolutely clutch. 25.5 points per game. 49% shooting from the floor in this series. Jalen Brunson just so clutch. And yeah, I thought so since the start of the series. That loss, game number 1, that Cleveland had, that they were up by 22. And then the Knicks came back, won the game. That was the best shot for the Cavs. And they couldn't do it. And then that was just completely demoralizing. And they just couldn't come back for that. Just terrible for Cleveland that there was no answers, no response to come back from a loss being that bad, how they crumbled in the final 7:45 in game 1. Thanks all for joining in tonight. Glad to have you guys in the stream. Congratulations to the New York Knicks, the first ever NBA Finals appearance as a franchise since 1999. Knicks against either Thunder or Spurs. And we're going to close out here to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We have Jason, John, Michael Bradley, Joe, Lonely Satellite, Warren, the Nija player, Norma Polson, Kelly Ogie, Russell Rydog, Astros fan for life, Phil, All on the Prowl, I Am Ghost, Ian Edith, Ice Ice Baby, XX Dev 5000, SGA Sports Talk, Elaine Keelopitz, Yvonne, Otamura, and Tyreek. Thanks for joining in. Be a part on the stream for this one here as the New York Knicks trounce Cleveland in the closeout game for 130-93 the final score. The Knicks will wait the winner of OKC San Antonio to face them in game 1 of the NBA Finals, which will start on Wednesday, June 3rd. Thanks all for joining in. Feel free to come back tomorrow night as I'll be covering Spurs against Thunder. And thanks for being a part tonight here, and enjoy the rest of your Monday night.